Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. In the previous class, we have discussed Bezier curves and surfaces. Okay. So today we have discussed B-spline curves and surfaces. So let us discuss in detail what is B-spline curves and surfaces. Okay. So B-spline curves and surfaces. Okay. B-spline is most widely used approximation spline. Okay, it has two advantages. Two advantages over Bezier curves or surfaces. Okay, that means what are the disadvantages of Bezier? It will be overcome in B-spline curves and surfaces. So first one is degree of a B-spline polynomial can be set independently of the number of control points, okay, with certain limitations. And another one is B-spline allows local control, okay. And one disadvantages of the B-spline curve and surfaces is it is more complex than Bezier spline or Bezier curve and surfaces, okay. So all the disadvantages what are or all the problems what are we face in Bezier curve and surfaces, all these can be overcome in this B-spline curves. Okay. So let us discuss what is B-spline curves. B-spline curves. General expression for B-spline curve in terms of blending function, which is given in this equation. Okay, the P of u equals to summation k equals to 0 to n pk bkd of u. Okay, where pk is the input set of control points, that means number of control points which we give the input. Okay, and here u is the range in between u min and u max. That means u min less than equal to u less than equal to u max. And d is the range between 2 and n plus 1. Okay, that means 2 less than equal to d less than equal to n plus 1. Okay, so here now the range of parameter u is the parameter. Okay, the range of parameter u is now depends on how we choose the B-spline parameter. That means u is depend upon the B-spline parameters. Then B-spline bending function bkd are polynomials of degree d minus 1. D is the degree d minus 1, where d can be any value in between the 2 to n plus 1. Okay, now we can set d equals to 1, but the curve is only point plot, only one point plot. Okay, when we set the d equals to 1. Okay, by defining blending function for sub-intervals of whole range, we can achieve local controls. That means when we set a curve line in between the first endpoint or first control point and last control point, there are so many control points are there. These are the local control points which we can set or which we can use to draw the curve. Okay, also I can skip some control points, but in the Bezier curve no control points are can be skipped. Okay, by defining blending function for sub intervals whole range, we can achieve local points. controls. Okay. B-spline allows adding or removing control points in the curve without changing the degree of the curve. But here B-spline allow also add the control point. Also we have if we want to remove some control points in the curve without changing the degree of the curve. That means not necessary to all the control points as points are used to draw the curve. Okay. If we want or if we desire, some control points are also skipped. Okay. B-spline curve lies within the convex hull of at most d plus 1 control points. That means the convex hull is the d plus 1 control points. So that B-spline is tightly bound to input position. Okay. So here one example. This one is the first figure. In this figure, the control points are these dots are the black dots are the control points. Okay. All these dots are the black dots are the control points. So how many number of control points is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 control points is there. But in the next figure B, some control points are changing. Okay. These control points, the starting point, this one is here. And this one is also same place. But this control point, this third control point is now moved upwards. Okay. And the next control point, fourth number of control point now moves downwards. Okay. So that means some control points are changing here, but here we skip some control points to design the curve. Okay, but here all the control points are used, but here but we change these control points, but degree cannot be changed. Okay. So now blending function of B-spline is solved by Cox-Debord recursion formula, using Cox-Debord recursion formula. The Cox-Debord recursion formula is bk1 of u equals to either 1 or 0. If bk1 of u equals to 1, then uk is less than equal to u less than equal to uk plus 1. That means u value is range between the uk and uk plus 1. If bk1 of u is set to 0, then otherwise it's set to 0. Okay. That means here bkd equals to, then the formula is bkd of u equals to u minus uk by uk plus d minus 1 minus uk into bk d minus 1 of u plus uk plus d minus u by uk plus d minus uk plus 1 into bk plus 1 d minus 1 of u. So this formula all of you remember it. Okay, this one is your Cox-Debord recursion formula, which is used to solve the blending function of B-spline. Okay. Now the selected set of sub-interval endpoints u is referred to as knot vector. That means the points which are used to draw the curve, to design the curve, that is known as knot vector. Okay. We can set any value as a sub-interval endpoint, but it must follow uj less than equal to uj plus 1. Okay. Then the values of umin and umax depends on the number of control points. Number of control points, degree and the knot vector. That means the parameter u is depend on the number of control points and degree and the knot vector. That means the point which are used to design the curve. Okay. And then for any u in between u d minus 1 to u n plus 1, and sum of all blending function is 1. That means u in between the u d minus 1 to u n plus 1. Then the sum of all blending function is 1. So for this, the equation is summation of k equals to 0 to n bkd of u equals to 1. Okay. So this is your B-spline formula or B-spline function, how it can be described. Okay. So now the knot vector are classified in 3 types. One is your uniform periodic B-spline, another is open uniform periodic B-spline, and third one is your non-uniform periodic B-spline. So first we discuss uniform periodic B-spline. Okay. When spacing between knot values is constant, the resulting curve is called uniform B-spline. Okay. That means when the space between the knot value is constant, that means one uniform maintain. Okay. Then that curve is known as uniform B-spline curve. For example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't the range is only skip 1 by 1, increment by 1. And another one is 0, 0.0, 0.0, 0.1, 0.2. In this way you can continue. Okay. So these are the example of uniform B-spline curve. Okay. Uniform B-spline have periodic blending function for given values of n and d. All blending function has same shape. Okay. Each successive blending function is simply a shifted version of previous function. Okay. That means here the equation is bk of u equals to bk plus 1 d into u plus delta u equals to bk plus 2 d into u plus 2 delta u. Okay. Where delta u is interval between the adjacent knot vector. The delta u is the interval between the adjacent knot vector. So this one is your uniform periodic B-spline curve. Okay. Next we discuss open uniform B-spline curve. This class is cross between uniform B-spline and non-uniform B-splines. That means open uniform B-spline is the cross between the uniform and non-uniform B-spline curves. Okay. Sometimes it is treated as special type of uniform B-spline and also sometimes as non-uniform B-spline curves. Okay. Then for open uniform B-spline, the knot spacing is uniform except at the ends where knot values are repeated d times. D means degree. The degree time, if the degree is 3, then 3 times. Okay, in this way. So for example, 0, 0, 1, 2, then 3, 3 in this way. That means if the control points are 3, then degree is equal to 2. That means number of control points minus 1 is the degree. Okay. So here the values are repeatedly how many times? Repeated d times. That means 2 times it will repeated. Okay. Then for any values of parameter d and n, we can generate an open uniform knot vector with integer value using the calculation as if uj equals to either 0 or j minus d plus 1 and n minus d plus 2. Okay. First time it will 0. For 0 less than j less than equal to j less than d. That means j is the range between 0 and d. At what time? When uj equals to 0, then j is range between the 0 and d. Then at the time when uj equals to j minus d plus 1, then j is the range between d and n. That means d less than equal to j less than equal to n. If uj equals to n minus d plus 2, then j greater than n value. Okay. So where 0 less than equal to j less than equal to n plus d. Okay. So in this way we find the d and n parameter in open uniform knot vector. Okay. Using integer value. So now open uniform B spline is similar to Bezier spline. If we take d equals to n plus 1, it will reduce the Bezier spline as all knot values are either 0 or 1. If d equals to n plus 1, then it reduces. For example, cubic open uniform B spline with d equals to 0 have knot vector 4 zeros 4 ones. In this way it will continue. Okay. Then open uniform B spline curve passes through first and last control points. Okay. Then also slope at each end is parallel to line joining two adjacent control point at that end. Okay. That means the first and last control points must necessary. Okay. So geometric condition for matching curve section are same as for Bezier curves. For closed curve we specify first and last control point at the same position. Okay. So this one is your open uniform B spline curve. Now we discuss non-uniform B spline curves. Okay. For this spline we can specify any values and interval for knot vector. Okay. For example 0, 1, 2, 3, then 3, 4. In this way you can continue. And another example is 0, 0, 1, then 2, 2, 3. In this way, then 4. In this way you continue. That means 0, 0, 1, then 0, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 2, then 2, 2, 3, then 2, 3, 4. In this way it will continue. Okay. It will give more flexible shape of curves and smooth curves. Okay. Each blending function have different shape when plots and different intervals. Okay. By increasing knot multiplicity, we produce variation in curve. Okay. Curve and shape, and also introduce discontinuities. Multiply knot value also reduces continuity by 1 for each repeat of particular value. Then we can solve the non-uniform B spline using similar method as we used in uniform B spline. Okay. For set of n plus 1 control point, we set degree d and knot values. Okay. Then using the recurrence relation, we can obtain blending function or evaluate curve position directly for display the curve. Okay. So this one is your three types of B-spline curves or general classifications of the B-spline curves. B-spline curves for knot vectors. Okay. Next we discuss properties of B-spline curves. There are some different properties are there. Okay. First is it has degree d minus 1 and continuity d minus 2 over the range of u. Okay. For n plus 1 control point we have n plus 1 blending function. Okay. Then each blending function bk of u is defined over the d subintervals of the total range of u starting at knot values uk. The range of u is divided into n plus d subintervals by the n plus d plus 1 values specified in the knot vector. Okay. With knot values labeled as u0, u1 up to un plus d. The resulting B-spline curve is defined only in interval from knot values ud minus 1 up to knot values un plus 1. Okay. Each spline section is influenced by d control points. Okay. Any one control point can affect at most d curve section. Okay. So these are the properties of B-spline curves. All of you remember it. You have questions also you get in the exam. Okay. Explain the properties of B-spline curves like this. Okay. Now discuss cubic periodic B-spline. Okay. Cubic periodic B-spline. It is commonly used in many graphic packages. Okay. It is particularly useful for generating closed curve. Then, if any three consecutive control points are identical, the curve passes through that coordinate position. Here, for cubic curve, d equals to 4 and n equals to 3. Then, knot vector spans d plus n plus 1 equals to 4 plus 3 plus 1 equals to 8. So, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means counting start from 0 to 7. Okay. Now, boundary condition of cubic B-spline curve is obtained in the equation which is P of u equals to summation of k equals to 0 to n pk bkd of u. Here u is the range in between u min and u max and d is the range between 2 to n plus 1. Okay. That are P of 0 equals to 1 by 6 into P0 plus 4P1 plus P2 and P of 1 equals to 1 by 6 P1 plus 4P2 plus P3. Then P dash 0 equals to 1 by 2 P2 minus P0 and P dash 1 equals to 1 by 2 P3 minus P1. Okay. So these are the values of u 0, 1 and that means source so that means starting point and destination point. Okay. Matrix formula for the cubic periodic B-spline with 4 control points can be written as in this way. P of u equals to uq u square u1 into mb into p0 p1 p2 p3. Okay. All these formulas are you remember it. Okay. No need to work the numerical problems. Only formulas are remembered. Where MB equals to 1 by 6 in the matrix form minus 1 3 minus 3 1 3 minus 6 3 0 minus 3 0 3 0 and 1 4 1 0. This one is your matrix form of MB. Okay. We can also modify the B-spline equation to include a tension parameter T. That means another parameter we use here, that is T. Okay. The periodic cubic B-spline with T matrix or tension matrix, then it has MBT equals to 1 minus 6 into the matrix form minus T 12 minus 90 90 minus 12 T. Okay, then 3T 12T minus 18 18 minus 15T 0 3T 0 3T 0 minus 3T 0 3T 0. Then last one is your T 6 minus 2T T 0. Okay, this one is your MBT using T parameters. Okay, where T equals to 1 and MBT equals to MB. Okay, we can obtain cubic B-spline blending function for parametric range from 0 to 1. That means the range in between the 0 and 1 by converting matrix representation into a polynomial form, where the polynomial form for T equals to 1 we have follows these equations. Okay, in this equation b 0 comma 3 of u equals to 1 by 6 into 1 minus u whole cube, and this one is your first starting point. Okay, first control point. That means then second control point is your b 1 comma 3 of u equals to 1 by 6 into 3 u cube minus 6 u square plus 4. Okay, in this way we find out the 4 control points. Then third one is your b2 comma 3 of u equals to 1 by 6 into minus 3 u cube plus 3 u square plus 3 u plus 1. And last or ending control point is your, or last control point is b3 comma 3 of u equals to 1 by 6 u cube. In this way we find out the matrix representation of polynomial form for T equals to 1. Okay. So this one is your cubic B-spline curve. Cubic periodic B-spline curves. Next one is our B-spline surfaces. B-spline surface formation is also similar to Bezier spline or orthogonal set of curves are used. Okay, for connecting two surfaces we use same method which is used in Bezier surfaces. In the Bezier surfaces not all the control points are used. If we want, some control points are also skipped, but in B-spline curves all the control points are used. Okay, but here also we can modify the control points, or positions are changing, but the degree may be same. Degree cannot be changed. Okay, now vector equation of B-spline surface is given by the Cartesian product of B-spline blending function is P of u comma v equals to summation of k1 equals to 0 to n1 and k2 equals to 0 to n2, P k1 k2 b k1 d1 of u b k2 d2 of v, where p k1 to specify the control point positions. Okay, it has same properties as B-spline curve. Okay, that means B-spline surface and B-spline curve has the same properties. In this figure, the red dots are the control points and the dotted line which are draw, The dotted lines are the polygon mesh or polygon surface lines. Okay, and the solid lines are the curve lines. Okay, so in this way we can define the B-spline surfaces. Okay, so in today's class we cover what is B-spline curve and B-spline surfaces. So your chapter 6 will be completed. So all of you go through it and keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.